Good news and bad news, Commander. The outcome of the war wasn't changed. The Soviets have surrendered. The bad news is, Yuri's still at large. The world leaders aren't taking any chances. They're meeting at a classified location to sign the treaty with the Soviets. Per the General's orders,
Good day, Lieutenant. Where is this top-secret meeting of world leaders?
I can't.
Tell me.
London, England. Parliament building.
What in the blazes is going on? We've got an unauthorized transmission. Cut the satellite link. Well, blow it to Kingdom Come if you have to. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Since he can't clone the Allied leaders, he's bound to try a more direct approach. They're meeting in London right now to ratify the treaty with the Soviets. Get to London ASAP, Commander. And you, get a medic out to the lieutenant.
Stand by. Incoming transmission.
This is a very important meeting, Commander. If this treaty is ratified, the Soviet forces will join us in the battle against Yuri. We'll set up our defenses by the Parliament building. My money says Yuri will launch an offensive from the east. He might even sneak down the Thames River. We've got to build us an impenetrable air and sea defense. The leaders are already arriving. If they get killed or mind controlled, everything we've done up till now won't mean diddly. Comprende?
You don't want the Vice President running the country, do you? I'm Premier, you know.
Battle control online.
Hello everyone and welcome to
Let's show 'em what we got.
Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge, the Allied campaign. We're going to deploy our MC a little bit closer to Big Ben, so we can get closer to the river. We'll deploy our Guardian GIs in the middle here. That'll be fine. Yeah, this'll do. Like so. So this Parliament building must be defended, noted as garrisoned, but the enemy, the units inside will not actually attack enemies. So
Construction complete.
also, if the units are evicted, we'll automatically lose the mission because they'll then self-destruct. So yes, we are however going to make advantage of all the things that are in the city, such as these oil derricks that are located here. If we knock over the fences with our grizzlies, it's a little bit hard to order them to do so sometimes, but... And we'll also have explore over this direction. Let's continue to snake our power plants forward, that's going to be good enough, and then we'll get some economy underway. Our engineers can now head over here and capture these oil derricks. We need them. I also spot a tech machine shop there.
Got the plans right here.
Excellent.
Analyzing schematics. Ready to roll.
We get this tank to come back over here and then make sure we hit this. Excellent.
Vehicle ready. Ready to roll.
Otherwise, I think we've done a pretty good job of revealing the terrain.
Securing position.
I suppose we'll have a quick look over here as well. As the
refinery captured.
ore refinery finishes up. These extra monies will be most useful.
Construction complete.
There we are. The ore refinery is now completed.
Construction options.
Let's get the barracks.
Building.
And of course, next up will be the Air Force Command, so we can start slamming down some prison towers. And then finally,
Complete.
the
Construction options.
Naval Shipyard and
Building.
War Factory. I don't know if we'll need Patriot missiles. Instead, what I'll do is I'll build some Aegis cruisers to handle the air units that come forth. We'll also get some more engineers so we can capture the extra buildings that are available. We'll also get some extra GIs to garrison these structures, like this one here.
Construction complete.
And Big Ben itself.
Unit ready.
That can also be added. 16 GIs should be sufficient. We'll get this Air Force Command headquarters there.
Construction options.
And then start building some
Building.
prison towers. Let's continue to tech up. I don't know if I'll get Harriers just yet. I'll consider it.
Unit ready.
I have the tools.
Let's send out the engineers.
Studying blueprints. Engineering. Moving. Analyzing schematics.
And over here is a tech hospital.
Plans right here.
That'll be
Unit
useful.
ready.
We've still got another 10
Construction
minutes,
complete.
roughly speaking, before Yuri shows up.
New construction options. New rally point established.
We're going to need 4 Aegis cruisers and 4
Unit ready.
destroyers, I think.
Building.
Let's get the prison towers.
Unit ready.
Okay. That should be sufficient for this building. The remainder can head off into Big Ben. We can garrison Big Ben, as you can expect.
Unit ready. Hospital captured. All infantry
Got
units
it.
will now
Ready.
auto-heal.
On the move.
He was quite right there. The little health symbol there indicates that units will
Unit
self-heal once
Structure garrison.
we have captured that
Construction
tech hospital. A useful feature.
Machine shop captured. All vehicles will now auto-repair.
Let's continue to build prison towers.
Unit
I would
ready.
like to get to Battle Lab Tech as soon as possible, however,
Navigating water space.
Oil refinery captured.
so we can get ourselves an oil purifier and other useful
Ready to roll. Outstanding.
useful tools. Everything's now captured and secured. We'll only need a handful more GIs. 4 more will be enough to garrison Big Ben.
Unit ready.
There we are. The war factory is complete. Let's get the battle lab.
Building.
We'll get a few more chrono miners. Seems appropriate.
Building.
I'll hold off on additional power consuming items for now. We're ready to get a power plant as soon as we're done here. Okay, things are coming along nicely. Things are looking secure.
Sufficient funds.
The Aegis cruisers defending against air units.
Navigating water space. Guidance
The destroyers, of course, will be needed to deal with any boomer subs that come up the Thames.
Incoming transmission.
You cannot win, Commander. Soon the fool Romanov will be dead, and the Allied leaders will be under my control. Soon you will beg for my mercy and forgiveness. Perhaps you will live as a mindless slave. This might amuse me.
On hold.
Good taunt there from Yuri, eh? He's a good villain. Yuri's fun. Glad to have the extra chrono miner. I rearranged my construction queues to rush that one out. Actually, I'd like to also rush out the battle lab.
Construction
There we are.
complete.
We're going to immediately need, of course, a regular power plant.
New construction.
We didn't lose
options.
power, amusingly. No, we didn't lose radar, but yeah. We'll, of course, then move into some additional destroyers. I want to start getting some Mirage tanks and such to garrison this area, if I can afford it. Of course, we've got to afford it.
Construction
We need to defend this
Unit
place.
ready.
There's lots of things that we need. We'll be saving up for a chronosphere and a spy satellite in time. But first, we need to just continue to focus on our economy. Time is short, however.
ready to roll.
Attacks will come from all 3 bridges. Okay. The last chrono miner is coming up. I would save up for an ore purifier, but I think at this point it's a little late. I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Unit ready.
We'll see how things develop. We'll now queue up those destroyers.
Building. On hold.
We'll queue up the ore purifier just in case. And we'll get another prison tower. And we'll just see how money flows in and work from there. We're going to need additional prison towers, of course.
Building.
We got some Mirage tanks queued up. And it's just going to be up to our hard-working chrono miners to keep up with these many, many requirements that I have.
Yuri's forces are inbound. Some of them might be sneaking up the Thames, so watch out.
I'm working on, don't you worry.
Allied ship
Have a
reporting.
destroyer here.
Speed to full.
Let's put these on hold temporarily.
Cancelled.
But I do want them.
Insufficient funds. On hold.
All the chrono miners dumping off their cargo at once. Feels good. Actually, I would like to rush out that destroyer, so I will cancel.
ready.
Oop. Yuri's forces are attacking now.
Complete.
It's good to have these destroyers ready. The extra prison tower over here will also prove useful because here comes some lashes.
Unable to.
Yuri's attacking Parliament. Build up the defenses.
We're working on it, don't you worry.
Established.
Parliament is under attack.
by.
Get your
Main
tail
engines
over there,
engaged.
Commander. The President is in there.
Oh, I know, don't you worry.
Training.
Captain on the bridge.
Thankfully, the initiates, while I'll probably win a fight against the destroyer, the self-healing will keep everything afloat. This is annoying though. I'm going to lose this to one initiate.
Unit ready.
I guess I can go out in there and quickly deal with him and come back.
Engineering.
I'll have this engineer standing by, just to repair this up if it's necessary.
Unit ready.
I think that's all the destroyers that we'll need for the time being. Everything seems to be going well so far. We'll unpause this.
Construction complete.
We're going to hit low power though, so we'll have to quickly
On hold.
restore power.
Standing by.
Thankfully, Gatling tanks are easily dealt with the garrison structure here.
Our base is under attack.
I'm going to quite happy to let them murder this.
Parliament falls, Commander.
More than happy to let them deal with this, frankly.
Our base is under attack.
Good old Gatling tanks, eh?
Structure sold.
There we are. Problem solved.
Building.
Let's get another power plant. We'll start working on those Mirage tanks now.
It's attacking Parliament. Build up the defenses.
Let's repair the Parliament again. Feels good.
Training.
Captain on the bridge. Main navigation systems ready.
Construction complete. And I thought the brute was bad. Yuri calls this thing a mastermind. It's basically a big brain on wheels that mind controls anything that gets near it. Don't get near it. Unit ready.
I was going to try and intercept this, but Eva tore my camera away. Sneaky girl. We're going to get these Mirage tanks into position now.
Parliament is under attack. Get your tail
It's just an
over there.
initiate, it's not a big problem.
The president is in there.
We'll be okay. So these masterminds are a concern, however. I think we will need some Harriers, after all.
Unit ready.
Lovely.
Problem solved. Yuri clients, not an issue.
Now you see me. Soon you won't.
I'd rather not have them on this side, I think.
Don't let Parliament fall, Commander.
Everything's doing well so far.
Unit ready.
Let's use our destroyers to actually hit these
Allied ship report.
transports showing.
Allied ship report.
Unit ready.
Enemy spotted. Navigation.
Masterminds have been dealt with.
Attacking Parliament. Build up the defenses.
Oh, UFOs.
Base is under attack.
That's right, Yuri's is literally
Get your
a
tail over
UFO.
there, Commander. The president
Please,
is in there.
please shoot this. Wow, the lethargy from these destroyers. Thank you.
Navigation systems ready.
Don't let Parliament fall.
That's why I got the Aegis Cruisers to deal with the floating discs.
To full.
Mean green at your
Let's get these Mirage tanks over here.
Navigation.
Let's move
systems
these
ready.
away, though.
Aye, Commander.
Unit
This is a
ready.
concern. We have some Harriers, though. Let's get them in the air.
Thrusters engaged. Instruments locked on.
Oh, almost. Looks like 4 will be
Allied
needed.
ship reporting. Aye, Commander.
The prison towers deal with them very easily because they can't attack buildings. There's a lot of tanks and such here.
Unit ready.
Yuri's attacking Parliament.
I'm just going to keep my eye out here on this health bar.
Our base is under attack.
I think we'll be
Parliament's
okay.
Under attack. Get your tail over there, Commander. The president is in there.
Building.
Don't let Parliament fall, Commander.
I think we'll be fine, frankly.
Yuri's attacking Parliament. Build up the defenses.
Analyzing schematics.
Let's quickly deal with these masterminds. Thank you. I have another engineer spare.
Parliament is under attack.
Left side's being handled very well by those Mirage tanks.
The president is in there.
Reveal the map, feels good.
Repairing.
Yep, mind control.
Let Parliament fall.
Let's just deal with these final masterminds.
Construction complete.
Bit of poison damage scattering around the place, but I think we'll be
Base
okay.
is under attack.
Yuri's attacking
Watch by
Parliament.
6.
Build up the defenses.
Thrusters engaged.
Let's get a chronosphere, shall we?
Battle control offline. Incoming transmission.
That was some fine work, Commander. The treaty's been signed. We've tracked down the location of Yuri's London base. Soviet forces will be joining us any time now. Use them. Burn that base to the ground and scatter the ash.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Hello, Soviet forces. Thank you for the reinforcement. We'll be sure to use you to good effect. Some dreadnoughts, some sea scorpions, some landing craft, and of course, scorpions. We now must destroy Yuri's base. Fortunately, I've already been starting to build up an army that I can chrono shift over to this base.
Construction complete.
As you can see, the base is actually fairly vulnerable. Let's get that chronosphere down now, shall we? We need this chronosphere. We'll now get that large navy that we have and move our way over here. It's a large combined navy, it'll be very powerful. But the one thing we will need to do is get these landing crafts out of that squad and over here instead. These will have to go up to here to harvest all of this ore. We will need more ore, of course. We're going to get a few prison tanks. Oh, here's some boomers. Our large navy should be able to handle this problem. Submarines, please do your job. Let's just leave them. It's fine.
Plotting course. Pages reporting.
No, leave.
Unit ready.
So these guys can deploy. What do you have inside of you? Rhinos, flak tracks, terror drones. Tesla troopers, feels good. Okay, let's get some prison tanks. Everything's going well, actually. So we've dealt with the boomers, just about.
Pages reporting.
Please deal with these,
Parliament is under attack.
That was a bit scary, actually.
Over there, Commander.
I'm like watching this.
President is in there.
We need to deal with these air problems.
Rudder set.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly rebind all this nonsense.
For a cruise. I see them. The weekend getaway.
Unit ready.
Running high. The quicker
Let's
the
deal with
better.
these boomers.
I love my boat. The quicker the better.
Sea scorpions sound absolutely ridiculous. Let's get these guys into the flak traps. How are the prison tanks going? I think we will probably be good enough here.
Do you have a plan? Transport.
Yeah, this should be a big enough army, I reckon. The 3 prison tanks, the rhinos, a rhino, and the 2 flak tracks should be more than sufficient. We should bring a Navy SEAL with us as well. 2 Navy SEALs, actually. Let's continue with our Navy. We want to destroy this
Water's warm, yes? The quicker the better.
without getting hit by the psychic tower, but looks like we'll be fine. Alright, I now want these destroyers to destroy all of the base defenses on this side of the base, the dreadnoughts.
Vessel ready.
Not a problem, eh? Alright, please hit this Gatling tower.
Waiting order.
Alright, how are the SEALs coming along?
Let's get it on.
Let's get them over into this,
I'm your man.
into here. I think that we have a good army to chrono shift over. And we shall do so in a moment. Before I do so, I'd like to be able to deal with these barrels and destroy this chunk of the base. I'm going to have these destroyers come over to handle these Gatling tanks. And then we'll have these hit this barrel.
Fire at will.
This barrel will destroy everything around it.
Yes, Commander.
It's just a matter of dealing with these Gatling tanks ahead of time.
Chronosphere ready.
Chronosphere is ready. We'll be using it shortly.
Rudder set for new heading.
Unit promoted.
I'm hearing chrono shifting going on.
Unit lost.
That was a bit of a letdown. Unfortunately, the
Vehicle reporting.
chrono shift has been called off.
Ready, combat.
Let's just keep destroying this base, shall we?
Allied ship.
Why haven't you killed this yet?
Speed to full. Vessel ready.
Oh no, everything's going wrong. Gatling tanks.
Captain on the bridge. Rudder set for new heading.
I literally cannot destroy these Gatling tanks.
Allied ship.
Now these are in range. Okay. They weren't in range before.
Battle station. Aye, Commander.
Can we hit this yet? Apparently, literally not.
Navigation system.
Gatling tanks OP, apparently. Alright, well let's get a battle fortress or 2.
New
I've lost all my
rally
prison
point
tanks
established.
just because I had my army a little bit too far forward. It sucks.
Nobody here but us trees. Look at that.
Let's get rid of this terror drone.
Waiting order. Changing position.
Alright.
Waiting order. Navigation systems ready.
Unit promoted.
Who designed
Main engines
these Gatling tanks to literally counter everything in the universe?
Yes,
We can actually somewhat deal by moving back and attacking from here.
Yes,
Vehicle ready.
Hopefully the battle fortresses won't take us too long.
Aircraft reporting.
Unit ready.
Ready to strike.
I don't think I can do anything with the Harriers, frankly.
Yes, Commander.
Unit promoted.
Alright.
Reporting.
This angle should mean we better get this Gatling tank.
Standing by.
Ah, yes, you've moved.
Attacking. Speed to full.
Yes, we got you now.
Captain on the bridge.
You thought that we couldn't outwit you, AI? Got you now. This Gatling tank's cannon's our last obstacle. Apart from the fact that we need to
Charging up.
fill in these units here, but we shall do so.
Unit ready.
It sounds like the second fortress is good to go.
New rally point established.
Faceless suit ready.
We're almost good to go. So close to getting this down.
Allied ship reporting. Standing by.
Destroyers,
Allied ship
deal with the Gatling cannons.
Commander.
Alright, barrel time. Let's get this barrel. Got him. I think it's now time to chrono shift, eh? What do you reckon?
Let's get it on.
Let's garrison inside this empty battle fortress. I think we're ready. Let's go. Chrono shift.
Chronosphere ready.
Let's quickly get over here before things get mind controlled.
Activated.
There we go.
Unit promoted. Unit lost.
Vessel ready. Bound forward.
Alright, let's do it.
Closing in. Ship reporting. Yes, sir.
As soon as this is destroyed, we can basically
Unit
clear out
promoted.
the base at our leisure.
Outstanding. Commencing assault. Vessel ready.
Let's hit the war factory. Of course, we don't have to worry about infantry because we have a garrison Navy SEAL inside here.
Ready. Aren't the trees?
Commencing assault.
No, don't ungarrison. Oh well. I didn't mean to ungarrison. There we are.
Vessel ready.
Unit
Hit
promoted.
this war factory and that should be it. Let's retreat.
Yes, Commander. Report. Out against sight.
Alright, they'll all sell up now. So let's run back. The mind control is a problem.
Ship reporting.
Nobody here but us trees.
Let's quickly deal with this. It's malfunctioning. It's malfunctioning. It's malfunctioning. Got him. We're back. Run them down, boys.
Captain on the bridge. Vessel ready.
Unit lost.
Of course, with the Navy SEALs inside our battle fortresses,
Unit promoted.
not a problem, eh?
Very
Of course, the slave miners are now going to get a bit creative.
like the wind. Ship reporting.
Vehicle ready.
Let's have them have our units come home, and we'll deal with these slave miners.
Vessel
Bit
ready.
unfortunate that things went as wrong as they did, but let's hope we can finish these enemies off quickly.
Vessel ready.
Alright. Tanks are coming home. We did lose our machine shop, which is a bit unfortunate. But the enemies are moving into range of the garrison structures. So they shouldn't be a problem. And our elite
Destination, Commander.
Mirage tank's doing good work.
Encountering enemy.
Let's bomb them. Got him!
Mission accomplished.
Indeed. Yuri never had a chance. The world leaders are safe and Yuri has been driven from London. Excellent work, General. Why, thank you, Eva. It was a close one, only 30 seconds off the power time. That unfortunate timing of the mastermind running in there, just happily mind controlled the tank force I was about to send in there. But as you can see, how the mastermind works is it can't help but mind control lots of things. And the more things it mind controls, it takes damage over time. Which is why, despite the fact that we lost our entire army to it, it then destroyed itself and then we could just mop up. So, mission accomplished, even if it was a little bit dicey at times. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time right here at KonfluxGames.